Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Destry Wade here, the homeless surfer, back at your service. A little bit of rain here in San Diego, um, even maybe some flooding. So it's been cold and windy, but worst case, we only have 3 days of this year, so can enjoy it, enjoy being indoors, and while I can. And it's still looking good. Haven't heard anything bad, and they're still collecting data, so that's good. But Yeah, but I want. Oh, let me not forget this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Very important. It really helps our channel grow. I don't want to ask for things. I'm offering stuff here because right now it's the only way I can through buying me a cup of coffee. Please remember to go to the link on that and check out the books. Bringing out more every day, and we're really going to grow that part of this operation. But because I'm watching others do it as well, and basically, I guess that's just the way we do stuff for our own advertisers. So that's cool because that way you can pick the stuff you like, and if you like it, you promote it. If you don't have to. It doesn't have to run on your channel. So that's cool. I like that. But heck of a day, man. Let me tell you a couple crazy things that have already happened uh, this early this morning. It's only 9 o'clock here in San Diego on Wednesday. But anyway, uh, number one was the manifestation that just occurred was unbelievable. And what I mean is I really do believe in manifestation and it works. And I've been messing with it since, I mean, even right out of high school and early college. Um, Started out learning it from people that were Carlton and Robbins and guys that were kind of motivational speakers, but thinkers, think speakers. Got you kind of think at a different level. But it was tough because your nature's always there. They always say no matter where you go, you always end up being there. That's kind of true. So that would kind of wear off sometimes. But I always messed with manifestation and believing you can get there. If you don't believe you can get there, you never will. I mean, you've got to be able to see yourself, put yourself, smell there, be there, feel it, touch it. Like I said, sense it. The whole thing. It's all sensory too. So anyway, I'm sitting here this morning and I'm thinking to myself, I've got 10 days left in this month and I've got $1.98 on my food stamps and one microwave burrito left to eat. Shit. I do happen to have a whole bunch of rice. Rice is pretty easy when you go to the homeless, where they give you the food bags. They always give you rice and beans, stuff like that. But you gotta have stuff to cook in, which I do sort of, but not totally. But not the problem. Obviously, I was concerned about what I was going to have, and I started focusing on that a little bit and thinking, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's going to come. I could smell it. I could. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door, and this awesome lady that lives 3 or 4 doors down, who I talk to and say hi to once in a while, who's just a sweetheart, said, "Hey, I'm cleaning out my freezer. I've got a whole bunch of new meat coming in. I need to get rid of this stuff. Can you help me out?" It's like, what do you mean? You're like, help you move the stuff? She goes, no, can you just take all this meat to your house? You can have it. I don't need it. She gave me a month's worth of freaking protein. Oh my God, dude. I got the chills just thinking about it. It was one of those moments where it just really, you knew. I mean, without a doubt, like I say before, sometimes you just freaking know. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to put it in your head and bounce it around. It just goes right to your heart and it goes, boom, there you go. Just an example of from the blanket of what I call the blanket of eternity is is how that manifestation can work. You got to believe. Like I said, believe in it. It'll just happen for you. It just starts happening and it does start to be it starts like a snowball and it rolls bigger and bigger and bigger and you get better and better at it. People that are successful in doing what they want. And I don't mean when I say successful, I mean successful inside. They feel good about themselves. They're comfortable within themselves. They manifest that, you know, and that's what we all need to be doing is working on the manifestation. Yeah, and I did want to mention because of the rain. Pray for if you pray at all, pray for the people that don't have anywhere to be right now. It's really tough out there when the wind blows. the rain sideways, and there's high tide and there's flooding. The people that I used to that I call friends down living outside right now at the beach are paying the price. We used to have a saying: if I didn't know you in the winter, I don't know you in the summer. It's like if I haven't been through this misery that these guys are, and they are. Because there's only one thing open: it's the bathroom. So you have to go in there, and it's all concrete, and it smells, and you're all packed in there. I mean, there's 20 people sitting around the floor. It's like a jail. It's like a holding cell at the county jail. Swear to God, because you're hiding from the wind and the rain and the flooding and everything else. And in the bathroom on the boardwalk could be getting flooded because it does too. It floods when the boardwalk floods. So anyway, just mention that as my brothers are out there suffering. You want to see who what we look like when we're suffering out there? Check out my page. Where you get to see the what we call the black coats. Just a thought goes out to them on a day like this. So anyway, the big thing that we've been wanting to do though is continue to build the community that we're making here. To me, that's the most important aspect of what this is becoming more and more to me is a community of good people, positive people that want to stay in a place where you can find your happiness and be happy, and in turn give that happiness back to others. Um, and I think our community, I know that we can do this. I'm gonna manifest it. It's gonna happen. The media companies first, because like I said before, I'm gonna show you this is doable. And if you're willing to put your head into it and your heart into it and manifest it to be so, you can have it. And I'm gonna show you that. I think that's kind of like I said, we're starting less than zero. I'm a homeless guy, which basically I am. Zero money coming in, 61 years old, I have no experience on a computer yet. I can manifest myself into a media company because of modern technology and a little inspiration. And that's all it takes. And and that's what we're doing. But in that media company, I see a huge chance for a community to grow, a community of creative, intelligent, caring people that really want to do something and make a difference. And the beautiful thing about it is our communications are such that we don't have to be neighbors or meet in a boardroom somewhere. We can meet right here. We can pull together 100 of us or 1,000 of us or more that are all creative people that entertain and enlighten each other as well as do commerce together. That's huge. It's going to be so big. You're going to have it. Because it's basically going to kind of to put it simply revert back to a family, a tribal situation for us all, and we're putting that together, and I know it's going to happen because I'm going to manifest it so because I believe in it. And I believe in the people that have been watching this thing. It's crazy to watch it grow, to get more people checking it out. It's like, wow, maybe there is something to this. Maybe my self doubt, which seems to always rise up and say, now, what do you got to say? Nobody's going to fucking listen to you. Shut up. That's one part of my head. There's a little red devil over there just saying, shut the fuck up. Little white angel over here, little angel dude over here with white wings. Like, you're going to be all right, man. Hang in there. Keep speaking. It's amazing how things are developing around you that you're seeing that are just reconfirming everything I already know. Everything that I was showing is being confirmed over and over and over again. And it's always in the weirdest places at the weirdest time in the weirdest situations. It's not what you expect ever. It's just not. A good example is I've been really studying. You'll hear me use the word because this is how I saw it, a blanket. And basically, we are living on a blanket. And yin and yang is something that's been accepted as a description of the blanket. It really is. But the blanket is also described, and I've been studying this on in books and everything else right now because I'm really interested in physics, in quantum physics, in astrophysics, the theory of entanglement, that we are all connected. And that's why affirmation works, because we are all connected. What I want is already on the blanket. I just have to get to it or get it to me. That's affirmation. And it's physical as well. That's what's weird about it. You can affirm and create a physical item that you crave. The first time I noticed it, and I really didn't know, I thought about this recently. I did it when I was 16 years old the first time. I put a Porsche in my head. This cool kid in town, about 3 years older than me, a friend, a brother, an older brother of my brother's friend, John, drove this bitchin' ass 911 Targa, white pearl, flipping Porsche alloys on it. I mean, this car was the tits. This thing just made me fall in love with automobiles. So I determined right then and there that that's what I was going to buy. And I told my parents that. And of course, they gave me it's not the amount of the car speech, it's the amount of the repairs on the car and the maintenance on that car. They're very particular and very expensive when you have to take care of them, and the insurance and everything else. And I didn't get that. I can afford the car. It's like $12,000. It's not that out of the range. So I got it. But I focused on it for a year and a half till I did get it. And it was everything I was thinking about, everything I dreamed of. It became my God. I worshiped that thing, and I got it. That was the first time I ever got disappointed by a material possession. It just wasn't what I thought. And all of a sudden, you notice all the problems you have with those kind of cars. Like my dad said, should listen to dad, just didn't do it. But I manifested it to be, and there it was. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Like I said, I'm kind of getting into the senior version of this thing. We're elders. We know these things. It's up to us to teach the kids that this stuff works and how to make it work, because that's what they don't know. That that information is being stuck under the rug. It's not being made known anymore. I don't understand. That's kind of where the feeling of there's change in the air. If you can't feel it, I think you're not living, because you can feel it, and I can feel it, and the confirmations that keep coming. Like I said, the quantum physics things was a trip because I've been studying that, and so all of a sudden I'm standing out front, just letting the dog do his business. And a homeless guy walks up and starts mumbling whatever. I didn't hear a word he was saying. Don't care. I know how to shut that shit out. I just do. And so I was shutting him out, but all of a sudden he stopped mumbling. He looked to me and he said something about quantum physics. And I'm like, quantum physics? What do you know about quantum physics? He started telling me about the entanglement theories and things, which I'd been studying. It was like, out of nowhere, where does this guy come out of absolutely fucking nowhere? Never seen the dude again before this moment. Never will see him again. He was running low on his luck and probably between fixes at the moment. But for some damn reason, at a point when I'm thinking, and we've been talking about all this shit, what I experienced and how this experience was showing to me. Like I said, I call it the blanket because that's what I saw. What's an ancient man going to call a spaceship? Chariot of fire, trailing fire behind this big old silver chariot. That's all they know. That's how you describe it. That's what I describe quantum entanglement as a blanket, because that's what I saw it as. But now there's a name to it, or there's been a name to it. But hey, I'm not hip to it. But the vibe, the sound, the in the air is hitting people that are in tune to it. And that tune, if you can find that tune, is seriously so peaceful. You get past this whole thing, because this whole thing is just so so indescribable, so over in our own little minds, becomes so overburdening to us that we lose it instead of enjoying it, instead of loving this part of our existence, because it's a cool part. It's a part you're going to carry with you for the rest of the eternity. um, and the experiences and what you've learned and what you gain here is going to be with you one way or another. Can't answer any of those questions. I'm not a religion, so I won't even try. I think if you kneel down and pray, you'll get your own spiritual satisfaction, that'll tell you and give you that peace that you need without all the answers. You don't need all the answers. Children do not have all the answers, and they're at peace, but they do question, and they are curious, and they're simple and innocent, and that's what we need to strive for, keeping it innocent and simple. So anyway, so the business is really been taken off. I can't believe what you can get done on the internet. I've started to write the Bible now for Jay and Gray's Adventures Through the Bible. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited about it. It's kind of my first work into this realm. Also starting to dictate the historical Jay and Gray through history, which is going to go back through traditional American history that I learned in school because I think it was what we need. I think we need to go back to doing the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. Get these kids back into the focus of, this is a great place to be. You can go anywhere else. Hey, the world's pretty much an open book now. So, you can apply for citizenship, go to France, Spain, Europe, Paraguay, wherever you want to go. I don't see anything holding you back. So, but I also believe that if you hate where you live, you hate when I don't live in Utah, I hate fucking Utah. But hey, if we're together and it's the United States versus the world, I love Utah too. So it doesn't matter when it comes to that. But if I don't like being somewhere, I don't move there. I'm not going to go live in Utah. I don't like the snow, so I'm not going to go there. So why do you come here and hate on it? I just don't get that part of it. That's the air. That's the crap in the air that we gotta step above and not get caught up in because it's just useless. It's wasteful. It's a waste of your energy, your time, and yourself. When there's so much more to know and learn right now. And if you pay attention and you get into the tune, you're going to get it. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're going to chase it because it's there. And it's like, holy shit. And again, man, I'm the one guy that for sure, if you know anything, nothing at all about me, no, this ain't me. This ain't who I am. Uh, no, I figure if there's a heaven and a hell, I'm definitely the hell side, not the heaven side. So I'm seeing shit that probably I shouldn't see, but there's, like I said, there's stories in the Bible, the prodigal son, Alma in the Book of Mormons. There's all kinds of, or Alma Jr., Alma the Younger, whatever. There's all kinds of stories of the kid that got called after he already screwed up and after people knew that he wasn't going to fall for crap. And that's maybe what I have going for me is people that know me, and as you get to know me, I question everything. I don't take much for granted. And even with things I know, I re-question. So, you know, bear with me on that because that to me is part of the journey. Why? Best question you ever ask is why? Where does that come from? You got to think everything we do is something that we've already seen. We're in eternity. So the cities we built, the way we move, the governments we create or the hierarchies we create are things that we saw and we're copying because we're just kids. We are. In the total spectrum of the universe, we are babies, babies, and we're millions of years older than you even know. So, yeah, but so we're gonna manifest. You're gonna work with me. We're gonna get this shit done and make it happen, without a doubt. Let's see. I wrote a couple things down, so hopefully I can start remembering kind of more and not getting so much in my lost. Man, accountability. Man, results demand accountability. Step up, not money, given plenty. Now, I think we already went over all this. Wow, see, I told you, I do this all the time. It's like I think, okay, I got to tell this, I got to say about this, um, but it turns out I already said so. Awesome. Like I said, this whole book, I've gone through it. I've got 2 pages of it left, and they're really simple stuff, to finalize the stuff, and then boom, hit the market really hard. I'm kind of slowing up right now a little. I got to kick myself back in the butt, because I'm getting caught up in making the books, and that's fun. But at the same time, I got to do the business side of this thing and really make it happen and put the word out. Again, like, subscribe, all those good things. But I want you to join the community. I want you guys to become part of this and help me build it and use your creativity to assist me and yourself at the same time. Because you help me, I help you, and we can do stuff. I'm hoping some of the big guys see this. There's guys right now that I really have a lot of respect and I kind of copy. I mentioned Joe Rogan. There's just a lot of different guys. I don't even know all their names because I watch so many of them. But I enjoy what they do. I enjoy their work. And giving them 3 to 5 minutes a day helps them out, and it gives me information that I'm seeking. So hopefully, bottom line is, in this business for sure, like more than any other business, I don't bring something to the table, you're not going to watch, and if you're not going to watch, I won't be sticking around very long. So don't cancel me, love me, please. I really want your help, and I really want to sell these books because I really believe um, that we need to start re-educating our children in more of a traditional manner. I hate to not be progressive in some things, and I'm not. In some things, I think we were better where we were. And maybe that's just old age because I remember my grandfather constantly saying it used to be better. It used to be better. And in a lot of ways, I think he was right. You know, if you look back, where things were a lot simpler in life. I remember being a kid growing up. The difference between the richest guy around or the owner of the corporation or the factory owner didn't live in a different neighborhood than us. They had the same houses. They might have had an extra bedroom or they had the nicest pool in town or might even had a boat down there in the harbor. But that was it. I mean, just everybody had a TV set, one TV set and a VCR and a couch. That's all we had in our beds. You know, some houses they had a little more fixie up stuff, but bottom line is we all had the same shit. There wasn't all this crap to have. And now what's happening is just there's such a divide that we got to hopefully find a way out of with stuff, just with stuff. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys joining me today. I'm going to go back and enjoy the rain and try to get some more of this business done. Please remember, guys, don't hesitate to buy me a cup of coffee, please. There's a link on my page where you see the black coats, and please also check out the books. They're there on the shop on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee page. So take a look at it. Just if anything else, give me some comments on what you think. The coloring, you know, I really want some critiques. I may regret saying that, but that's cool. Like I said, you can't care what other people say, but they do. It does help to consider what the opinion of the folks you hope are going to purchase your product think. So anyway, that's called market research in the old terms of our day. So anyway, I wish you all the best day in the world. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll come up with something interesting that happens. It does seem to keep happening in an interesting way. So we'll keep on walking this road, keep our heads up, chins up, back straight. Thanks. Peace.